The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
Made from 120% recycled material, it's the Not So Late Show.
I think 120% is actually a little generous.
I think so.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Right,
Tonight's
right,
episode, the potted plant will be played by a plant. A potted plant. A fake potted plant. Also known as Pat.
We'll probably get the same amount of input anyhow.
Pretty much. That sounds about right. So how the hell you been?
I'm doing hell of a good. How about you?
I'm doing hell of a good. What are you doing there, the Italian? Yeah. So, Jay, normally I would ask Pat this question. Pat, what'd you do this past week? Oh, you did nothing because you're a fake plant? All right,
No,
awesome.
He blossomed.
He sure did, Jay. He sure did.
Yes, he did.
Well, Jay, speaking of blossoming, what did you do this week?
Went to work.
Wow.
You should have said Meow and Bob, whatever the heck her name was.
I Mayan Bialect.
Mayan Bialect?
That's
Yes.
what you did.
What the hell is Mayan Bialect?
She was Blossom.
Oh.
So I blossomed also.
Yay! All right. I wish I had some sort of interesting anecdote, but I certainly don't.
Yeah,
So-
there wasn't a whole bunch of super fun going on this week.
I started binge watching a new series on Netflix.
Is it Purple is the New Green?
No, it is Origins is the New Black.
Damn it. So close.
No, it's I love the way Netflix is doing it because they realize
Here's everything!
yes, because that's how people watch series on Netflix.
When they binge.
They do. They're
you
like,
do it,
I'm
go
going to
on.
watch an entire season, and then you just sit down and you're like, for hours at a time. And for anyone who doesn't know what Orange is the New Black is, it is a series, not a series, it's a drama series about a woman's prison. Basically, this woman who 10 years ago had this lesbian relationship and ended up running drug money, and then she basically got routed out on 10 years later, ends up going to jail for 15 months. And this is after the point where she's like gotten her life together. She's like in a normal, what would be considered a normal relationship, and she's like in a happy place in her life. And all of a sudden, she just gets thrown into prison in upstate New York, in Litchfield, New York.
Is it really?
It's the name of the place in the series, and it's sort of just it's your classic fish out of water. No, it's really good. It is definitely NC-17. Type stuff.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Now I'm interested.
It is definite. There's a lot of NC-17, a lot of TNA.
Ooh.
There is.
Wait, like TNA you want to see, or
A little half and half.
you have to give some to take some, and
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's a very gritty, real series. Entertaining nonetheless. I'm at episode 10. I've been binge watching. It's
so
really
that's
good.
why Xbox hasn't been happening for video games.
No, that's because I've been falling asleep.
That too.
Yeah, that too.
I did see that.
I did log on at 10 p.m. last night. You were not on, so.
I logged on at 7 o'clock, and you were on.
Oh yeah, my Xbox has been on for days apparently.
Yeah.
I discovered that when I went to go log on at 10 p.m.
Yeah, I was there, and I'm like, ooh, Brad's here. Or is he just on from yesterday still? I don't know. I saw Kate Mulgrew's in Orange is the New Black, too.
She is.
Captain Janeway herself.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know who Kate Mulgrew is,
Slightly older and much heavier.
Yeah, she plays a Russian cook named Red.
Red?
Yes.
Oh, that's an easy name.
I'm actually just at the point in the series where she's playing a very prominent and interesting role. It's very cool.
Ah. Now I'm mildly more interested.
She's almost unrecognizable in the role as compared to like Captain Janeway from Star Trek. But it's a tremendous series. And they have, what's her name, from that 70s show. who was
If it's Mila Kunis, I'm in.
It
Or
was
the really tall girl.
the really tall girl.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I don't remember her name.
Yeah. What's that?
Laura Prepon.
Yeah, Laura, whatever the people.
Oh, by the way, we now have a Rob cam and
Yay!
a Rob mic, so you can actually hear him. Hi, Rob.
I forgot about the mic though.
Oh, you might want to turn that on. You might want to turn down...
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
No
it
problem.
happens.
Ha!
Yay, now we have Booth Rob.
Yay. So, that is what I've been up to.
Now I'm mildly interested. Maybe now after I
there's-
finish Firefly, maybe I'll move on to that.
Have you seen House of Cards yet on Netflix?
I've seen it on there. It's in my, you should watch this. And I'm like,
You
you're not the
should.
boss of me, Netflix.
All right.
Not unless I can play You Don't Know Jack along with it.
This is my edict for Jay on Netflix watching.
What did I tell you about big words?
Number 1. Go watch the first season of House of Cards.
Okay.
Tremendous. If you like House of Cards, you'll probably like Orange is the New Black. Watch that. After you finish with that, probably the rest of Breaking Bad will be out, and continue watching Breaking Bad. I know you're stuck at season 1, episode 7, but it just gets better and better every season. Like season 2, it just picks up amazing. Amazing.
I mean,
It is seriously one of the best series
the
on
show did
television.
help us get 40 points on Tuesday. That's good. But,
Right.
I don't know. It's just like,
You got to keep watching. I'm telling you. Like
I
the
have to start calling in sick to work.
Yes, you will. You will as soon as you see. When you hit season 2, you will not stop watching until you've gotten through at least season 4. At the end of season 4, you'll be like, all right, I'm done. But no, it goes on for season 5, which they're going to start bringing back the...
Can you just wait until the whole thing's done and I can just watch it all?
Right, it'll be done at the end of September.
Oh, sweet.
There you go.
I'll just
Did
wait
you
then.
see that Bryan Cranston went as his character from Breaking Bad to San Diego Comic-Con?
No,
No,
I
did he
did
really?
not.
He wore a plastic mask. Well, he wore a mask over it and just walked around with the mask on.
That's funny.
So he was as
So it
himself.
was Bryan Cranston wearing a Bryan Cranston
Mask, yes.
That's funny.
That's pretty cool.
That is
It
pretty
is.
cool.
Yes. Was he going around doing the voice?
I have no idea.
Because that would be if I was famous, I would go around doing that, you know. Oh yeah, that's right. San Diego Comic-Con happened. There was a lot of announcements. You had
Who came out of the closet?
like Tom Hiddleston, who was Loki in the Avengers. They did a thing about the new Thor movie coming out. He also sort
He
of
was
showed,
dressed as Loki, too.
He was dressed and went in character as Loki.
Did he really?
Yeah,
That's
in
cool.
full regalia, everything. So everyone was just losing their minds. So that's pretty cool. And of course, they announced stuff about the new Avengers. The enemy in the new Avengers movie is called Ultron.
Not Captain Planet?
No, not Captain Planet. No, which is also because what was it, like Galactica or something like that? They were supposed to be fighting in the next. They teased at the end of the Avengers movie.
Ow.
Thanos, whatever.
Yeah, that guy.
So they tease Thanos as the main enemy, but no, the main enemy in the next Avengers is going to be Ultron, who is this artificial intelligence, sort of sentient robot that destroys the world. Something like that.
Okay.
So there you
Sure.
go. That's the premise for the next Avengers movie.
Okay.
It's coming out in 2015, I believe. So
I'll wait around for it. Sure.
And of course, they did stuff about Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
But, I finally found a movie that has me enthralled.
Will it blow your pants off?
It may decompress my pants.
I have a feeling that's just dirty, and I'm not really.
No,
sure
it's not.
why.
It's Gravity.
Gravity will decompress your pants?
No, well, space will decompress your pants. The vacuum of space.
Ah.
But the movie. Have you seen the trailer for this, Rob?
No.
The only two concerning things about this movie is it stars Sandra Bullock and George Clooney.
I like Sandra Bullock.
And George Clooney?
Well, he's
Oh, there you
not
go.
he's not a hot chick,
But
so I don't
truth
care.
be told, I'll show you guys the trailers after the show. It is it is. They are by far the most thrilling, dramatic, holy hell 2-minute trailers I've ever seen. Hands down.
Did it make you happy in pants?
Yeah, I guess. Sure, why not? But no, they. Let me basically give you the premise.
Tell me.
This is in a world when the space shuttle's still flying, right? And George Clooney is going up. He is the commander of a mission on the space shuttle. Sandra Bullock is on her first. She's an astronaut on her first mission to space shuttle. They are out doing an EVA, or more commonly known as a spacewalk, to fix some solar panel or deploy satellites, something or other.
And if the space shuttle goes under 55, it blows up.
Not quite. And then somehow they encounter this fast-moving debris in orbit, basically. A lot of you don't know, there's a lot of space trash out there that moves at 20,000 miles an hour, and anytime even something the size of a pea hits you at 20 miles an hour, it causes crazy havoc. So there's this cloud of stuff, which basically in the trailer you see just mangle the space station and the space shuttle, and they just go freaking flying through space.
And then the cast from Armageddon comes and saves them.
Never gonna remember.
Oh boy.
No.
Well, after
no,
that, I'm glad
quite.
they don't know.
Yeah. No, not quite. But
Steven Tyler just went down.
It looks amazing.
Well, I look forward to seeing the trailer now.
Yeah, it blows my
And watching House of Cards and Purple is the New Blue and
Orange is the New Black.
yeah, that.
So there is. So tonight on the show, I'm going to tease this right now. We have 2 bags. These do not contain drugs. Well, they contain my sort of
They
drugs.
contain fat people drugs.
Fat people drugs. In one bag, now these are double-blind tests.
We have a 42
We have one marked 42,
and one marked,
17.
which they can't see because it's backwards. No, not that one. Thank you.
They both contain 5 ho-hos.
Oh.
Now the difference is, one of these are
It's
the
not like
original
the other.
Hostess ho-hos. One of these is the new Hostess ho-hos. We are going to do the ho-ho Hostess Challenge.
Yes.
Ho-ho Hostess
I wish I didn't have 5 pints of ice cream before this.
Challenge tonight. And we are going to decide for ho-hos which is better. New ho-ho, old ho-ho.
Now we don't know which one's
We
which.
don't know which ones. We had Rob label these, obviously 17 and 42. What the hell that means.
It's a Rob numbering scheme, which means nothing to...
Anyone, including
Including
Rob.
him, yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to decide that, and in future weeks, we're going to break out the old Twinkies and the new Twinkies.
If we can find them.
Yeah. I've been having them in my freezer, so it'll be an interesting comparison. So, with that, do we want to get to Geeky News? Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, we do.
Okay, good. There has been actually quite a bit in Geeky News this week, including one story about Monopoly. I am furious on chocolate.
That's going to be our last one because I knew there was going to be a pissed off Brad moment on that.
It is.
As soon
Okay.
as... Well, you guys have to bear with us because Rob is going at this Iron Man today, so... AKA by himself. He's already cursing at it.
Iron Man is a metaphor for Solo?
Well, they
Can I
always
do
say,
that
like...
at work? I'm like, no, I have to tackle this project Iron Man style.
Well, when they
What?
say Iron Man, like it was an Iron Man defense, like... I think it was a reference to those who played offense also played defense.
Oh.
It's just like...
Oh, so
Bam.
this is a football reference, not an Avengers reference, which we've been talking about all show.
Correct.
Oh. Hey, another Pat-free geeky.
The Rob has fixed it 10 times faster than someone else would have, who's on vacation at home and not here hanging out with us.
Who is probably watching the show.
He probably is.
Probably not. It's the Android phone of science.
Little Bill Nye reference.
I saw
I
he
tried
has a
to make it
webcast series. It's called ASAP Science. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it the other day. ASAP Science. Check it out.
I will. So, if you just happen to be sitting around your house and thinking, I have so much computing power in my Android phone, I just don't know what to do with it. It's just sitting here doing nothing.
little miracle in my hands.
It is. So if you're wondering, what can I do with all this computing power that I'm not using by just playing Candy Crush Saga? Now here's something. You can actually donate it to a science
Not your
organization.
phone,
No, not the phone.
but the
just your...
processing power when you're not using it.
That's right.
This is a horrible idea, and let me tell you why.
In 24 seconds or less. Go.
All right. Well, it's a good idea because you're like computing stuff that will hopefully like cure AIDS or something like that. You never know. Your phone could cure AIDS. Probably not though. But the thing is, let's run CPU-intensive processor applications on your phone. What will that do? Oh,
Nothing
I
bad
know.
could come of this.
Eat through your battery. So you're like, look, I'm computing for science. Hello, 911. Aw, 911? No, not so much.
Oh,
I want to have that as my battery
I'm
low alert.
Sad.
Yeah. So cool concept, bad way to do it. And let's see if your phone plugged in. In which case, go for it. Our next Google couchation.
I tried to make a catchphrase word. I don't think it worked. Couchcation. I tried to make it.
Fail.
Oh, I tried.
Good try.
Yay.
Not.
A for effort.
D for execution.
Damn it.
So where do they go this time with Street View?
Mount Fuji.
Ooh.
Best apples anywhere.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. Which
So
they actually had to take people and backpacks.
they had
and
to
stuff.
take people.
Yeah, like
They
physically
belong
out.
to Google.
They had to take them out of the little Google car and actually say, climb. And up they went.
So they
14.
have a 40, in addition to their climbing gear, they have a 40-pound rig on their back with like this giant, like, imbalanced picture sphere that takes all these pictures for Google Street View going up Mount Fuji. Cool, but that must have sucked balls.
For them, we
Yeah.
get to stay home on our couch and go, hey, that looks cool.
That was a great couchcation.
It was. Haha, you're saying it.
Oh, before we go to the next one, I'm just going to spend a minute on this next news story because I know you missed it. Google came out with Chromecast.
I saw that, and it went, like, completely bonkers so fast they had to say, oh, we can't offer this anymore.
No, there's this.
Well, it's still out there,
They
but
had a deal with Netflix for like 3-4 months. Anyways, so you know, like you Roku box, you hook up to your TV.
I've heard of it.
It's basically an internet TV appliance, so you can hook it up and you can do like Hulu streaming, Netflix streaming, stream from your Android phone or iPhone, stream from Media Player. The whole idea is you can stream from any media device to your television or through Netflix or through Hulu, all wirelessly through this little tiny dongle that plugs into your HDMI port. And you must be going, that's cool, but I don't feel like spending $150 on this little dongle that plugs in my TV.
But
well,
why
Google's
not?
like, well, that's good because this thing's only $35, which is yeah, that's a game. That is so cheap.
That's a game changer.
That is a game changer because now any TV for $35, you can hook up any sort of, you know, whether it's Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, stream from your phone, stream from your laptop, stream from your MacBook, stream from your Rob's brain. All right, maybe
I don't
not that
wanna
one.
no.
No.
Just get it out of your head. But how do your devices connect to this thing?
Wirelessly?
It's like a Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
receiver-y thing?
Yeah, it's all Wi-Fi. Or Bluetooth. Either or. Dun, dun, dun. Either way, that's super cool though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can still get it?
Yeah, you can still buy it. I think they ship it at like the beginning of August or something. Best Buy may have it as soon as July 27th.
That's tomorrow.
They may have it as soon as tomorrow. There you go. All right.
Brad, go buy me one.
All right, next news story anyways. I just thought that was cool and
It is
worth
cool.
mentioning.
I had seen it, but I didn't understand it, so it scared me, so I didn't talk about it.
More annoying Facebook crap. Which, by the way, I went...
You went tilt on a lot of things. We'll talk about you going tilt
I
first.
went, as my word of the week, I went wholesale tilt on Facebook this week.
Wow, BJ's level?
BJ's level, yeah.
All right.
Well,
let's
no,
talk about
level,
this, and then
screw
we'll
BJ's.
Yeah, we'll talk about you going tilt
Well,
in a
not that
second.
BJ's, but you know what I mean.
So now, when you go on Facebook, for those of you that are tech savvy or just like to be semi-social, you know that if people are like, "Hey, I like this, I like that," it's like, "Bah, I don't care. Unsubscribe from the feed." Well, Facebook thought it'd be a good idea to annoy the piss out of you a little more and say, "Why don't you want to talk to them? Why don't you want to see this newsfeed anymore? What's going through your brain? Why? I don't care. I don't want to tell you why.
Yeah.
And you're annoying the shit out of me. That's why.
Pretty much, so...
So now, if you want to unsubscribe from a feed or something...
Facebook's
any
going to ask you,
newsfeed-
why? 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 Why?
Why? Because you're annoying the hell out of me. That's why.
That should be an answer. Because you're annoying the hell out of me.
Right?
It's a blimp. It's
no,
a chicken.
No. Read it again.
Is it a blimp?
There you go.
Is a chicken?
Oh, yeah. I forgot it.
I like my version better. That
All right,
didn't-
we're even now.
It's a blimp. No, is it a blimp? Is a chicken? No, it's ...
You tell me, because I thought your answer was funnier.
Oh, a blimp chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, no, a submarine blimp?
It's a submarine. But
We all live on the NSA submarine. The NSA submarine. The NSA submarine.
This is a submarine that can launch droid. Well,
You mean a
UAVs.
drone?
No, I like droids.
Droid.
Yes. Well, not this droid. Like Android.
NSA is like, these are not the droids they're looking for.
That's right. More like a bunch of datas from Star Trek. All right, maybe not. No, there's a lot of... This thing can actually launch drones underwater. From the submarine, and it can actually launch it underwater.
There's
it doesn't
one
even
in
have
Highland Lake right now. May or may not be true. Probably not.
It never has to surface to do it, though. That's the cool thing. So it can just be down there. It's like... Launch the X-Wings into TIE fighters and all the other cool, spacey sounding stuff.
Droid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just... And off it goes.
Oh, lovely.
That's cool.
Oh, speaking of which, NSA, before we get to the next news story, this week, Congress decided not to implement restrictions on the NSA, basically giving the NSA free reign to continue spying on Americans without warrants.
They've been doing it for like the last 10 years. Why should they stop now?
Because it's unconstitutional and illegal?
Why would they stop now?
Because it's unconstitutional and illegal? Ryer cough from the control room. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It didn't stop them for the last 10 years. It's not going to stop them now.
So just remember, you're being watched.
Thank God.
Unlike us. All right, anyways, next news story. It's the fuel of the future.
So the
hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
We're just gonna stick a hose up your ass to fuel your car.
You said that wrong. Totally said it wrong. Jay,
Why?
you can do it.
Do what?
It's the fuel of the future.
Yeah, we're already 40
It's
seconds.
the fuel of the future.
I'm just wasting time.
So everyone knows that hydrogen-powered vehicles have been around. Well, the idea of it has been around for some time. But you have to get the internal workings and the engine so hot to have it burn to where you need it just puts out more carbon.
You mean burning pure hydrogen, or you mean a fuel cell?
I think just the pure hydrogen, because I don't think they ever did it with cells. Maybe they did. But quickly now,
But anyways,
it burns so hot it was worse than it was really intended. So now they have created a new way of doing it, which will be a lot better, and it can actually be even better for the environment than electric vehicles. Coming soon. Hope so.
all right, pretty cool.
Okay. Next.
Way to go, Jay. Genius or another bad idea? You decide.
So Sony Entertainment, in coordination with Sony Picture Studios,
Entertainment.
yeah, Sony in coordination with itself,
Right.
has actually confirmed a Gran Turismo movie.
Okay. What?
Now the Gran Turismo video game series is, as you would think, a racing series with cool cars and
a
things
racist series? Oh, racing.
No, not racist.
Racing.
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 And it's
Ding
basically
in the
like
rain.
it's semi-quarterly, not really like Fast and Furious, because there's a ton of cool cars and
Well,
they
they
go really
didn't announce
fast.
anything regarding
Yeah,
the plot.
Not an ounce of information besides we're going to do a Gran Turismo movie.
Well, Gran Turismo,
All right.
as the title would imply, would basically mean
GT.
racing.
Yeah.
So it has something to do with racing.
So it's a NASCAR race.
With more turns.
Sorry, I gotta keep turning this down. Technically, it'd be Grand Touring.
Grand
Actually, it
Tour.
depends on what company, because I've heard both.
Either way, let's all
It would-
agree
it
it'll
would
have
literally
very pretty
translate as
cars,
Grand
but
Tour.
the movie will suck. Pretty much. All right. Well, probably another bad idea.
Probably another bit.
What else we got?
Well, funny you ask.
I remember that, or do I? Or do I? Well, the mouse certainly does.
Or does he?
And he does.
Or
Well, he
should.
remembers it, but should he?
He
So
should,
scientists
but
have
should
managed to implant memories into mice.
he? This is very Star Trek-esque shit going on here.
So what sort of memories did they implant in mice? Is it where he thinks the mice is a superhero and he's fighting against evil forces on Mars to turn Mars into a habitable planet by using an ancient architecture and structure to puncture the core with these giant glowing rods that release oxygen and nitrogen into the atmosphere and make it breathable so Arnold's head doesn't explode?
No,
Oh,
not even close.
all right.
That's
Basically,
more like he thinks he took over the world.
Yeah.
basically, they told the mice, we just electrocuted you.
Oh.
And
Pain.
yeah, basically they basically just gave the memories that we electrocuted your feet. And then the mice thought they were electrocuted, and they're like, ow, my feet hurt because I got electrocuted. It's like, no, you didn't.
Are you sure it's just not the whole effect of brain surgery?
That too.
Details.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Minor details.
I still think it's that Mars movie. Total Recall. Captain, we have a breach.
And we've arrested 5 people for it, even though we can only find 2 of them.
Oopsie, 3 people still at large.
Yes.
So they managed to steal somewhere in the range of, what was it, like 30 million credit card? No, 3.
No, I think it was like up near 30. Yeah.
30 million
Credit
card.
As Brad would say, metric shit ton.
Pretty much. There we go. A whole metric shit ton of credit card information and stuff. And this is over the course of years and through a combination of brute force attacks. So basically, you take an account, account name, and then you try 3,700 different passwords until you get the one which says Daisy on it.
Butterflies.
Yeah, basically when you get the really simple password. So it did some through brute force, some through backdoor attacks on the servers, and the short explanation is these 5 or 6 people basically managed to steal $300 million over the course of their capers, and 3 of them are still at large, but indictments came down on all of them, so a couple were captured.
Here's the big 4 for the U.S. NASDAQ, Dow Jones, 7-Eleven, and JCPenney. If your credit card information's ever been with any one of the 4, if you've ever used it somewhere.
Keep in mind, NASDAQ or Dow Jones, they're not talking about the trading infrastructure. They're talking about other credit processing stuff.
That kind of stuff.
Not the actual trading.
Yeah.
So, Brad. Brad, happy!
And done.
Okay.
So, Brad happy because they have made a 12K. Now, you've heard us talking about the 4K picture thing. This is a 12K times 3.
3 monitors!
Awesomeness. And it's 1.5 billion with a B. Billion pixels.
It's like life, but expensive.
$17,000 expensive.
Holy hell.
But there's a little twist at the end here.
Well, for one, they had to write custom drivers because before they were only getting 8 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second.
Yeah, they were all the way down to 8
But once they did that, they had to use these crazy amounts of power for these graphics cards, and because they had to use crazy amounts of power for the graphics cards,
after 3 minutes,
the computers died.
Yeah, the power supply is just shot to death.
Pretty much.
And it's just like, and it was a nice life
while I had it. I got it. I don't got it. Yeah.
Done.
So that's really cool. So it's awesome gameplay for 3 minutes at a time, and there goes a $400 power supply. Let's throw a new one in, and there off you go again, and then it crumps out again.
For another 3 minutes. And Brad's going to bitch about his story of the evening, our last one. No, you got to read it first.
It's Monopoly of the Future! Not!
I'll let you sell this one because you're going to punch something.
Dumbing down of games as we know it, they want to make Monopoly last no more than 30 minutes. So they've decided
and I'll explain why in a minute. I'll explain that.
Eliminate jail.
No more jail in Monopoly.
Lame!
Takes too long.
The reason the game takes too long is because people don't actually follow the damn rules.
And we've already gone over that.
We've gone over this. Whenever you land on a property space, if you don't want to buy it, it goes out to bid to the lowest bidder.
$1.
Yes, it could go for $1, and you could buy it even if you don't buy it for the retail price. You could buy it for $1.
Yeah.
That makes the properties go a lot quicker, and the game finishes like an hour instead of 19. Days. And so now they want to eliminate jail because it takes too long. It's only 2 turns to get out of jail. That's not very long. Or you can just pay $50 to get out of jail.
Well, you have 2 turns to roll a double, and if you don't do it on the 3rd shot, then you have to pay the $50.
Or you can just pay $50.
And then you can just get right out.
Either or, you can just pay or go.
That $50 can come in very, very handy. Now, we might need a time extender because this is the last one. Or just hit it and just let it sit through.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, the reason Hasbro. The reason Hasbro.
No, Milton Bradley.
This is Hasbro.
Yeah, whatever. Parker Brothers. Whoever.
The reason the manufacturer did this is because
they're a bunch of douchebags.
Besides the fact that they're a bunch of douchebags, is due to the fact they said people's schedules are so busy with all these extracurricular activities kids are doing, after school sports, after school this. I have to be proficient in badminton, tennis, ballet, and skeet shooting.
Really?
All at
That's
the same
it?
time.
That's it, because all right, ready, and yeah, and what they also created, like a super fast version of Scrabble that finishes the
I
game.
was going to get to that in a second, but they said that there's so much stuff going on in kids' lives that they don't have any time to sit down.
All right,
and play.
kids, we've got the schedule down to the minute. You have 30 minutes, and only 30 minutes, to play a game of Monopoly. I want to see Boardwalk bought within 2.5 minutes, or someone's not getting pizza for dinner.
No. So that's the reason behind it, and they're getting so psychotic over it. They have actually got it's like a Scrabble blitz, where the entire game of Scrabble takes, let's see, 150 seconds.
150 seconds? 150 seconds?
That's 2.5 minutes.
Was this invented by a drill instructor sending, like, people through an obstacle course?
Nope.
You have 2.5 minutes to make Scrabble! Go, 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 go!
Nope, quite the opposite. Crack addict.
Oh.
Gotta play.
Everyone's crack!
Crack. There's not that many C's in the game. I spelled crack 19 times.
Crack!
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so their mindset is just trying to get people to play the games because everyone's just... When was the last time you played a board game? Honestly, when was the last time you played a board game?
2-3 years ago?
Yeah. Why? Because you're very busy.
No.
And because technology's here.
It's because there's more fun stuff to do.
Well, that's true. I think...
The only time we play board games is when there's no power.
Which, where you live is...
battery is dead. And you don't have backup batteries or a generator. So basically what we're trying to say is... Never.
Well, for you can say that because you have so much
No,
Uber
seriously,
technology.
though, most people, what happens if they have no power at their house? They have a phone. Oh, what happens? They have a car charger, so their phone never goes dead. So they're always using their phone. Always. And even if they don't have that, they got usually a little battery backup or AA batteries or something. They have some sort of portable electronic device that has portable power that doesn't require power at home. The only time anyone ever actually really plays that stuff is when mom and dad get on vacation. They're like, no, put away your phones. We're playing a board game. That's it. The only time I've ever played board games since I was 12 was when I was on vacation.
It's like, can't we just all
And it
download
was fun family time, don't get me wrong, but...
I've played Scrabble within the past 6 months, and
Have
it wasn't
you?
because of a lack of power.
I play Words with Friends, but that's because I'm
Yeah, it doesn't
bored.
quite count because it's on your phone.
Yeah, on your phone.
This was
So-
actually the board on the floor with the tiles.
The board on the floor with the tiles?
Yeah, we don't play on the table. We sit
How
on
many
the
people
floor.
did... Was it a party of some sort?
No, it's just the two of us.
You and your girlfriend?
Yeah,
Okay.
They have very sad lives.
it's just what we do.
They're domesticated.
That's true.
Well, I guess it's one of those, if you're hanging out with someone, then it makes sense.
You know what I just realized? Off topic for half a second. I've known Rob for about 13 years, and I've never met his girlfriend yet.
I haven't met her either. That's probably on purpose.
Quite
prob-
true. Wait, what? Wait, what?
No, we
What?
accept
What?
we accept that
No,
reasoning.
I didn't hear what you said before I said quite true.
What? Oh, probably because...
It's on purpose.
on purpose.
It's
yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. See. So,
I
but
haven't even seen a picture.
no, I've seen a picture.
She has seen the show though.
That poor
I'm
woman. No
so
wonder she doesn't
sorry.
want to meet us.
No wonder, yeah.
So,
She's like, keep
Probably
me
true.
away from those freaks!
oh well, Monopoly 30 minutes or less. Hey, we should do that on the show.
Monopoly?
We should buy the new Monopoly, whatever this crap thing is. We should read the rules to make sure we got it down pat. And then on the show, see if we can actually play it per their rules without jail and whatever else in 30 minutes or less.
There.
Because I'd be interested. Can we actually get well, if we can get Pat to sprout some
I'm
sentient
sorry,
life.
but half the fun of that game was the cheating. That's
is
why
why
the
we're
game
building
fun
our
games.
own version.
That's why the long games are fun. Because people would get frustrated, and the banker would start slipping notes in their pocket and stuff. That's the best part about the game. It taught you such great rules about life, about how people freaking cheat, and how you got to catch your ass and be skeptical. And
But someone did say something funny. It's like, so wait a minute, you can buy all these properties, not pay any mortgage, and then not go to jail? Hey, sounds like real life.
ha! Count it.
Yes.
How does Pat always hurt himself doing
I don't know.
that?
I think it's the
Okay.
proximity.
Alright.
Oh.
I love you too, Pat.
All
This week's app of the week is...
Lame.
Lame. It's called Le Vamp.
Lame.
It is Le Le lame.
Le lame.
It is le
Le
lame.
le 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 le.
So basically,
le le.
Brad.
Sorry.
Focus.
No.
All right, unfocus. Just look for a top 10 list for me.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay. Le Vamp is this little cartoonish game where you're a vampire. It's actually a 180 of like every other vampire thing I've ever seen. You're the vampire, and you're trying to use certain little tactics to try to get away from mobs that are trying to like eat you, kill you, something.
Okay.
You don't really pay attention. Somebody I work with actually downloaded and tried it, and is like, lame. I'm like, well, if you're saying it's lame, it's got to be super lame. So
Because you like lame things.
sure. So if you have kids and it's just like a shut up, I'm trying to watch America's Got Talent. Play with my phone.
There you go.
Download it, let them play with it. Whatever.
All right.
Brad.
Well, do we want to get to news stories, top three, or
doesn't?
Hostess Pepsi Challenge? Hostess Hoedown. The ho
Ooh, I
ho
like
host. The ho ho hostess hoedown.
If I can't have couchcation, you can't have the ho 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 down.
Aww. So what do you think? Well, we have choices.
Pat, what do you think?
Let's do the hostess.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Hold
So
on, let me cleanse my palate first.
Yes. It's a good vintage. It's good water.
It's good. It's I'd say Poland Spring, circa 2013.
All right, so I'm gonna pull a couple of the 42s.
My
out.
favorite number, might I add.
There you go. Here's the 42.
Thank you.
Here's the 42.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hold on. Like a good cigar.
yeah. There's no markings on
Well, we're not
these.
going to take one of each and just put them side by side and just go chomp chomp.
Well, we wouldn't know which one. We would probably forget which one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna at least take a bite of this.
All right, I'll have a bite of this
then I'll
one.
open up a 17.
All right. So here we have your classic.
Right.
Ho ho.
Ho ho.
Sending Christmas cards.
So looks yeah. It's all right.
It's a ho ho.
No,
It's creamy.
there's a distinctive texture to the frosting. It's not. I mean, it's creamy, but there's definitely a texture to it. It's a fairly. The cake is actually a little kind of dry.
No, ow, no, too close, no. Ooh. Space.
And there's quite a bit of cream in the middle. As compared to cake. The cake itself is fairly dry. And the chocolate coating is fairly thin.
Please pass over to me a 17.
All right, time to cleanse the palate.
Good call.
Now it's time for a 17. Once again, we don't know which one's which. Only Rob knows.
I got news for you. Rob already forgot.
All right. So we're breaking in. Rob, you want
I
to?
wrote it down.
I couldn't remember two numbers.
Now, one thing I'm noticing here.
Yeah,
This is
there's-
a different shape.
Yep, this definitely has a more
Round.
This is more round, and this has a more
Squarish.
width. So if you can, it's hard
Here,
to
let
see,
me-
but here, just chomp that bad boy. I'm gonna try it.
You sure contents didn't shift in the shipping? You could have crushed them.
Now, this has a lot more flavor to it. However, there isn't as much texture to the creamy filling.
I think the creamy filling is a little smoother, though.
Yeah, the creamy filling is a little smoother in this one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's compare the actual outer chocolate coating, and it looks to be.
Yeah, about the same. This one does look fatter.
Which one looks fatter?
The 42 looks fatter than
The
the
42
17.
does look fatter. It looks bigger around.
True.
The chocolate coating looks a little bit thinner, but it looks very similar, except there's a little bit more creamy frosting in it. I think that's basically the major difference.
I think they're compensating.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Wait,
did.
the old one or the new one? I don't know.
All
All right, so
the 42, the first one,
old one.
definitely thinner. Well, we don't know if it's old or new. The first one. 42 definitely has a thinner candy-coated shell. The amount of cake looks like there's a little more, actually. And there is definitely a little more cream.
There's definitely more cream.
Definitely a little more cake.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what makes 17 a little better, because there's not as much cake and it's not overwhelming you with that dryness.
Yeah.
I am going to vote for 17.
Let's see. I'll finish this one off.
I'm afraid I might blow up if I do. Yeah, the second one, which was 17, that's my vote.
The 17's
You've been
pretty
blowing
good.
up all night. Why stop now?
Because we're in close quarters and we can't run away.
Good point.
Thank you.
I think I had a little bit more taste to it, too.
Yeah, I'll definitely give you that.
All right, so I think we're both in agreement. The 17 is superior to the 42. Rob, can you reveal to us which one is the old one and which one is the new one? 42 is, the one we didn't prefer is...
Well, providing that you didn't screw up when you told me which one was the new and which one was the old, the 42 is... Where's the drum roll? I forgot which number that is on. 42 is the new one.
Really?
Wow.
These are precious! So wait,
42.
So 42 are the new one.
Those are the new ones.
I think you just killed something.
You're precious.
No, I definitely agree. The 17s are better.
Oh, wait. I know.
Like I said, providing that Brad was right when he said these are the old ones, these are the new ones when he put them down on the desk.
Yeah.
As long as he was accurate
Yeah.
then, and I'm trusting,
I was.
17 are the old.
Wow, and those have been in my freezer for a while. A long while.
A long while. About what, a year?
That's a little disturbing that we've lost that creamy goodness.
I'm glad you
Now
didn't say
they're
Philly.
not
I will shoot
as
you.
good as the old ones.
The Righteous Brothers
We've
called.
lost our hostess host forevermore. Whoa.
You have my permission to punch him.
I'm just saying.
I can't. I have to live in Hawaii with him for 2 weeks.
There you go. So, wow, that's honestly that's a little surprising. I was expecting like the same. I really was expecting like it to be harder to tell the difference. But like the frosting on the 42s, that there's definitely more of a texture to the frosting.
Yeah, it's like a more gritty.
It is more gritty.
I mean, I don't want to make it sound like it's sand, but
Right,
it's
but
just
it's-
a more like granulated.
It's more firm.
I can go for that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's different. There's just not as much flavor. There's like almost no chocolate flavor
Yeah.
on the new one. Disappointing. All right, let's see. How about let's get some news before we get to our top three, which is, by the way, in honor.
Don't royal it.
What?
Don't spoil it. Why, a Freudian slip there. That was good.
There you
Shut
go.
up.
Let's see. Researchers have just found the first evidence that the HPV vaccine also helps prevent cancer in men.
Ooh.
Just as it does in women. The study found that Cervarix, originally designed to prevent cervical cancer,
Sounds like
protects
a
against
girl
throat
part.
cancers triggered by the human papillomavirus, which study notes men can get through oral sex. It's not a big deal, or it's a big deal because men are almost 3 times more likely to get the virus and 4 times more likely to get the cancer. The number of heterosexual middle-aged men affecting this has been soaring since the HPV vaccine works for women. There's no reason to think that men wouldn't get the same protection. Further studies on the point await. Researchers say that if similar results are observed in men, vaccination of boys may become an important public health measure.
Well, who was it? Michael Douglas?
Yeah,
That came
throat
out and said he
cancer.
got throat cancer because he pleasured a ton of women.
Possible.
Well, now I guess
There you
according to
go.
this, it could be true.
The American Red Cross is in critical need of blood donations. Nationwide, donations were down about 10% in June. They were also down the first week of July. And now the agency is issuing an emergency request for blood and platelet donors of all blood types. Summer is one of the most difficult times of the year for blood and platelet donations. Regular donors are adjusting to summer schedules, and high school and college blood drives aren't held during summer months. And because the 4th of July fell in the middle of the week this year, the holiday reduced the number of blood drives scheduled for the first part of the month. By the way, you can find a blood drive near you or schedule an appointment to donate online. Well, I didn't know you could donate blood online.
Yeah, there's like this little, it's like a USB dongle.
Oh, that's
and
good.
It just
It's a little
does it for
disturbing,
you.
yeah.
And it just transmits.
But anyways, you can go to redcrossblood.org or by calling Red Cross.
You know what I just realized?
Yes?
I think I knew it at one point, but now I don't because it's never.
Think you were nude at one point?
I probably was.
Okay.
I might be now.
All right. Underneath all your clothes, you're naked.
I don't know what my blood type is.
Really?
I'm sure someone at my parents' house does. But I honestly don't have any idea. I've never really had to know.
How about that?
Do you know yours?
I'm a positive.
Red? I like red blood.
No, I'm a positive.
You're a positive what?
He's a positive that it's red blood.
I'm a positive.
I am a positive that it's red.
Yes. Rob, actually, that's a good question. Rob, do you know your blood type?
Not a clue.
Really?
Nope.
He has
We
red
should
also.
get the home blood tests.
Home blood test?
No. No, seriously, you can get them.
No. I saw this on YouTube. I can draw your blood.
No, they're about $5. You just get
The
like
Not So Late Show tries blood donation.
No.
The not so late show. Remember the idea for some videos we could do? There's one of them.
Actually, you know what we
The
could
Not So Late Show attempts.
You know what? I bet you we could have the Red Cross. We could do a whole little thing for, whole little
blood
deal for
drive?
yeah, we could do a blood drive right on the show.
A baby blood drive.
Yeah, right on the show. It would be a good message, public message to get it out there.
All 6 people
Yeah.
would appreciate our efforts.
And then I'm just picturing Rob. Thud. And it's like a camera stuck on the ceiling. I'm a little
That's why Rob
lightheaded.
ain't doing it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't give blood if we did it on the show.
Somebody's got to stay sober to keep this boat afloat.
Oh,
They don't give you alcohol.
Well, that's
What
dumb.
blood drives are you going to?
If Doug has a cookie, he'll die. So if he gave blood, he'd probably just be turned
Fine.
inside out.
Yeah. Doug will be fine.
But Doug can't.
Yeah. But anyways, no.
He tried giving
not
blood
like-
once and he passed out.
But for the actual little home blood typing test,
Yeah.
they're like little pieces
that was
of
giving
paper
blood,
where
sorry.
there's circles treated with certain types of basically enzymes that attach to the various proteins on the blood, and basically how the blood basically either pools or spreads out on the little thing. It will tell you your blood type, and you can get just basically the little lancets like you do with. I guess like they do with diabetes medications. So it's like a little $5 test. You can do it just
Was it like a
instantly.
little finger prick?
Just a little finger prick, and you just basically go tap, 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 tap on a little piece of paper, and it'll tell you what type of blood you have.
That we should do on the show.
We should do that on the show.
Absolutely do that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Let's go find it.
All right, let's do that. So you don't know your blood type either?
I'm sure my mom does.
Most people are type O.
Most people are?
Most.
I thought hardly any were because that was
No, most
the
people
most
are O.
universal.
The only
Right.
person I know with an O is my sister.
Most.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now.
I think about 60 to 70% of people are type O blood. About 16% are type A. 10 or 12% are type B, and 2 to 3% are type AB, and then there's a couple very rare blood types that make up less than that, I think. Methinks.
I'm looking it up.
You're looking it up? Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to read another news story. Glee producers say the fall premiere will be pushed back a week. Say it ain't so, who cares? Because they will need extra time to produce the first episode of Season 5, which will now roll on September 26th on Fox. Hollywood Reporter says the first 2 episodes of the season will be a Beatles tribute, which have already been written, and the current plan is to address Corey Monteith's tragic death on the 3rd episode of the season. Cops in Seattle spotted a 29-year-old man wearing motorcycle goggles and rolling down the street in an office chair. The unidentified weirdo was holding a set of drumsticks, had a hubcap tied to his arm, and was wearing several scarves. Police say he also had a concealed weapon, a foot-long crowbar. When police tried to question him, he yelled he was late for a gig, and then allegedly spit on them. As he tried to make a getaway, he fell out of his chair. He was taken to a hospital for mental observation.
Ready?
Los Angeles, you just call that performance art. Yeah, go for it.
From the Stanford School of Medicine. So it
Yep.
actually has an ounce of truth behind it.
All right, there you go.
What do you think is the most common blood type?
Does this include positive and negative?
Yes.
I'm going to go with... positive.
You are correct. 37.4%.
Yep.
This is just in America.
On America.
Mind you.
America.
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 37.4% are O positive.
And-
but what's number 2?
O negative.
No.
What?
Actually, you're going to be surprised where O negative falls. A positive is number 2.
No, I'm number 2. I'm number 2. Wait a minute.
35.7%.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Coming in at 3rd,
Okay.
B positive at 8.5%.
8.5. All right.
8.5. Then following that, we have O negative at 6.6.
Right.
So it's actually ranked number 4.
The universal donor.
Right. A negative, 6.3.
Right.
AB positive at 3.4.
Right.
B negative at 1.5. And then AB negative at 0.6%.
How about
So
that?
if you are AB negative, you are a rarity.
Yes.
And you're gonna
But
die.
really what you want to be is
No.
AB positive, because then you can take any blood pretty much.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
AB negative, you're port.
No, O negative, you're porked.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Then you're port.
Well, they still try and type you with the correct type of blood in an emergency.
O negative was an awesome band, though. Type
It
O
was
negative. They were
excellent.
good.
Yeah, but no, because
Thank you for the obscure reference.
basically what they're saying, like the A and the B, there's certain types of basically antibodies in your blood,
Antioxidants?
which will attack certain types of proteins. So there's like the
Get
positive
'em.
and negative refers to what's called a rhesus protein, which was first discovered in rhesus monkeys. Yes, exactly. But so that's like a positive and negative, and then the other traits are the A trait and the B trait, which, anyways, too sciencey. Moving along. Hey, it was just another day in Coalition Drum Shop in La Crosse,
Oh, they have a little
Wisconsin.
chart here.
Yes.
If you are this, you can take this.
When in came a mysterious grandma who proceeded to blow everyone away with her unexpected skin-slapping prowess. Oh, drumming, right. We have no idea where this lady came from, what her name is, or where she went, said the shop rep. But she rocked our faces off.
She was late for a gig. She left on an office.
Yeah. She's so great to see the Go-Go's getting ready for their fall tour. There you go. Who cares?
Hey, look, AB positive is the universal.
Oh, there you go. This will be Jay's favorite story of the week.
Boobies?
A new study says the average American bra size
Yes.
has grown. You didn't even know.
Doesn't matter. If I'm going to like it, I know it has something to do with boobies.
Has grown exponentially over the last 40 years.
Because we're all fatter.
From a size 34B, no, actually.
What?
From a size 34B, well, yes, but no. 34B in 1983 to a whopping 34 double D today. Keep in mind.
Implant.
What is the weight ratio, though? Weight makes
All right,
you
let me explain this
grow
to you.
in size. This is not something new.
Let me explain this to you.
Implant.
The number is the total circumference.
Yes.
The cup size is the volumetric displacement
Of fatty cells.
of the cup size, if that makes any sense. So 34 double D basically means the same area around, but just bigger boobies. There you go.
Boobies.
Customer
Nice.
survey
Make my
by
boobs
national
hurt.
lingerie retailer Intimacy
Save
says the
the
demand for larger
tatas.
sizes
That's all I'm saying.
sizes
Save
comes
the
from better customer service and a heightened awareness about the importance of wearing a bra that fits your cup size. Rack.com says 20 years ago, the American bra market carried then fewer than 20 sizes, so women
love
with
it.
larger breasts were forced to pack them
Pack 'em.
into smaller cup sizes.
10 o'clock, almost. Want to get to top of tray?
Oh, wait, here we go. The New York Post says O.J. Simpson could show up on Charlie Sheen's show. Anger management.
But he's still in jail.
This is should the former football jock be let out early from his current stint in Reno, Nevada jail. The Juice's promoter tells the tabloid O.J. would play a thinly veiled version of himself, a famous con who's pissed off about being unjustly incarcerated. Well, there you go. All right, time for tonight's top 3. Jay, since this was your idea, your bright idea, sure was a bright idea. Do you want to tell the audience what it is?
I don't remember it being my idea.
Well, it is.
'Cause
Yay
it was
me.
my idea.
Yay, booth guy.
Yep.
What? Oh. So, in honor of the Royal Bebe, namely named Bill Joe Kimbab.
George Alexander, who is going with
Louis. Don't forget Louis.
No, just George Alexander.
No, it's George Alexander Louis.
Really?
Yes.
How about that? So basically, they go with a triple first name, which is basically like anyone born in Kentucky.
Billy Joel Jim Bob.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. George Alexander, whatever.
Louis.
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 Louis, Louis. Louis, Louis. Woo! Okay. So we're going to do the top 3 awesome baby names.
Yes.
Because I've actually got a friend, Sammy. Don't say anything.
I just said Sammy.
Yeah, that.
Sammy's awesome.
He is. But I've got another friend who's also expecting.
Is it me?
It is. You're expecting.
Get out!
Get out.
Sorry.
And they're looking for a good baby name. They've thrown a whole bunch of stuff at the wall. They're trying to come up with good stuff. So let's see. What do you think? What do you think are your top baby names? I'm going to go with Maximus Fist Puncher. I'm just saying, no one's going to mess with a kid named Maximus Fist Puncher.
Yeah, I got one that they will mess with him.
What?
Jack Johnson.
I know. Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
Let's see. Also, let's see. How about just naming your kid Doctor?
Just, like that's his name is Doctor.
First name is Doctor.
What if he becomes a doctor? Then he's Doctor.
Send me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. I'm just saying, you either have a great tie-in to an 80s song, or come on,
And the crowd goes wild.
or you have an awesome first name. How about Sergeant?
Sergeant Doctor?
Dr. Sergeant.
Doctor.
Come on! Come on!
That is actually a reference.
What?
Because there's a TV show where one of the characters did that.
What?
Remember Family Matters with Steve Urkel?
Barely?
Oh.
Did I do that?
Exactly. Now, really stupid.
Come on, that was pretty good.
Really stupid trivia. In one of the episodes, the dad, Carl Winslow, asked Sergeant Murtaugh, I think was his name,
Sure.
what his first name was. And he said, "It's Sergeant." He's like, "Your first name is Sergeant?" He's like, "Yeah, I had it legally changed when I got promoted." So his first name was actually Sergeant.
That's pretty funny.
Right?
There you go. All right.
Little pop culture, absolutely worthless knowledge for you.
But someday it'll come up in trivia and you'll be like, I forgot what it was already.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right. Let's see. How about...
I'm still typing, just give me a second.
these are all dumb. I searched like top list for names. I'm like, these are all dumb.
Did you type in top awesome names?
No.
You got to put the word awesome in there.
Dr. Dick Chop? Richard Chop.
Richard Chop.
That's funny.
What about our name?
The Not So Late Show?
No. If it's a girl,
Uh-huh.
Dixie.
I suppose you could go with that. She would suffer through years of ridicule.
Or be extremely popular.
Would hate her parents horribly.
Oh, kids do that anyhow.
Probably. Just saying.
That's a problem for future then.
Right. I still think like Victor. You know, it almost feels like it has to be a 2-syllable name, you know?
How about, now you might recognize...
Olaf!
Olaf.
Yes, like
Very-
Viking.
Yeah, see you in Valhalla. What about, see if you get the reference for this one. Carlos Danger.
I don't, so please specify.
Well, it is stupid, but that's why.
All right, sorry, I do, and it's stupid. I forgot I had a microphone.
Well, explain.
Get ready to giggle. So if you've been following the Anthony Weiner whole... I know. The whole saga, worthless junk with him.
Wiener.
Junk.
I didn't even realize that one, but that was funny too. But anyway, if you've been following that whole saga over in New York about him wanting to be mayor and, you know, the whole Wiener scandal.
Wiener!
It just came out with an... I can't stop. It just was revealed...
Wiener.
No, damn it. How the hell you could be on that one?
What?
The news has reported that after the first scandal, he actually kept texting and sexting a woman under the name of Carlos Danger.
Really?
On Facebook.
That.
Carlos Danger.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
So that came out. Damn it! I did it again. I gotta stop with the innuendo, and I'm not even trying on this one.
How about if the last name is Knight? Jedediah, like Ismail? Jedi Knight?
All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are we going to like freaking
No.
Amish paradise here, or what are we doing?
Maybe.
Yes. An awesome baby name.
Wow, I wish I had come up with
How
a better
about-
list ahead of time.
Wait a minute. How about Rock Kickass?
Just Rock.
Can his middle name be Kickass?
It could.
Yes.
How about Ballin?
Ballin'?
Ballin. Dude,
What?
that kid is ballin'.
What's he, an OG? Word to your mother?
Word to your mother. That kid is ballin'. What's his name? He's ballin'.
He's gonna
No,
get
no,
his
no,
ass kicked.
that's fine. That's fine. What's his name? Ballin'.
And he's a computer programmer.
Yeah, I'm just saying that way everyone's always like, "Wow, that kid must be a badass." They don't even know
Ballin'
his first
Johnson?
name. They just keep saying how cool he is.
And he better not ever go to the hood.
Or you
'cause he'll
could go
get
like
his ass kicked.
CNN. You could go Wolf. That's true. Wolf Blitzer did kind of ruin that name
He really
for
did.
being such a douchebag.
I still like Rock Kickass.
That is true.
Right?
How about Powers?
Like Austin Powers?
No, just Powers.
How about Thunder? Or we
Ho!
He's a kitty cat.
Yes. Let's see.
What would be another kick-ass name? How about Clobber?
Clobber?
Clobber.
That sounds like someone who drools
No,
all
not
the
slobber.
time. I know, but it sounds so close that I just keep thinking.
And
nope.
Rock doesn't sound like something else?
Listen, you call me Rock. You can call me whatever you want. I'll punch you with my rock.
Oh.
Sledge.
Sledge.
Sledge
that's
is
true.
a good one.
By the way, an actual real name:
Yeah.
Staff Sergeant Max Fightmaster.
Ooh.
That was a real name, and the guy was apparently a badass.
With that kind of name, he better be.
I'm just saying, he's not just a regular sergeant; he's a staff sergeant.
Oh, here's a first name.
Yeah.
All one word. Throat Punch.
Throat.
Tell me that wouldn't be cool. What's his name? Throat Punch. Come on.
It doesn't even sound like a name anymore.
Chuck Norris.
It was cool until he shaved the beard.
Now he's just old.
Norris.
Old Norris.
He didn't have one in the 70s, or the part of the 70s.
Well, yeah.
That's why he wasn't as popular and cool in
Well,
the 70s.
exactly. And he
Actually,
didn't
he
look
was.
quite as old and haggard now. Now he looks like generic old guy.
He got his ass kicked by Bruce Lee.
That's true.
How about generic?
Just as a name is generic.
Yeah.
What about Phoenix? I mean, did Joaquin Phoenix kind of ruin that for everyone by
Yeah.
being a crazy son of a bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's his last name.
That is true. But everyone remembers him for it.
Oh, here's the awesome
Phoenix
name.
Griswold.
Pinky!
And the brain?
No, just Pinky.
Oh. No, because I'd automatically think of a Grease reference with that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
How about Hawaii?
5-0.
You just name your kid after a state.
Wisconsin.
Come here, Wisconsin.
No.
Time to go.
Wisconsin.
North
Redneck.
Dakota.
No.
What about just naming him North?
Just a. Because then you
Direction?
sound like Kanye West.
Yeah, but he didn't actually do North. Although he should have.
I thought it was north, or was it south?
It is north.
Yeah, it was north. It was northwest.
It's northwest.
You know what? You know what? Actually, I've always.
He just ruined cardinal directions for me.
You know what
Yeah.
I've said is that
Who's that?
if you're a dude, right?
I am
you're-
one of those.
And you're married, and your wife's expecting. Just let her have
And hope to God it's yours.
let her have carte blanche with the first name. Like, listen, honey, you can give the kid any first name you want, as long as you let me choose the middle name. Come on, but let's be honest. The middle name is where it counts, because if they don't like the first name, they'll always go by the middle name. And if you let them have their way with the first name, it's gonna be like William Shakespeare, whatever the hell it is. You can do like middle name of like Power Man or like Badassitude,
Oh, there's a good name.
What?
Willie Stroker. That's a legit name. It's on the news. I can show you the picture.
I believe
I can show you the still.
I believe it.
Shut up, you.
I'm not entirely convinced that this is some guy in the street who's like, oh, we interviewed this person on the street. His
He's
name
a
is
judge.
What's your name?
Kind of like Dixon Hand.
Or Dick Pound.
Yeah.
Dick Trickle.
Mike Hunt.
He was a real guy.
Dick Trickle was an
Dick
NASCAR
Trickle
driver.
was an NASCAR. Well, actually, he died now, I
Yeah,
think.
he just died.
Did he just die?
Yeah, within the past 2 months.
Well, the trickle stopped.
Oh, here we go.
It was suicide.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
It was always funny.
I could
It was
be
always
wrong.
funny because they always used to go out of his way, even if he finished like 42nd, we're like, and Dick Trickle finished 42nd today. They go out of their way to make that announcement on NASCAR race. If you're watching freaking Fox or Speed Channel or ESPN or something, they go
Much
out of
like
their way.
Danica.
How about Whoop Ass?
Whoop ass.
Whoop Ass Johnson.
Whoop ass.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Whoop Ass could be a cool name.
How about like Rude? R-U-U-D.
Yeah, my name is Rude.
Rude. I am Rude.
Would you like to yodel with me?
Comet.
Common.
Comet.
Oh. So, well, he has a common first name.
Saturn.
Saturn.
You're gonna name him after a planet?
Or
A
how about
car,
Zeus?
even?
You want Zeus then?
Ooh. Yeah, let's go with Greek mythological gods. What's your name? Hercules. Kind of a lot to live up to there, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Hades.
It's a little dark.
I was gonna say.
What did you name
better
me
than
after,
Uranus.
Papa? Oh, we named you after the ferryman to the underworld.
That's not Hades.
What?
That's not Hades.
Oh. We
I think
named
that-
you
I think
after
that's
the
Charon.
whatever. Sharon.
Doug would know this. Doug,
Yes.
call in.
What about Mr. Love?
What
are you,
about
Gene
if we named him
Simmons kid?
Mister?
Maybe.
Mister.
Mister.
There we go. Let's see here. How about Thorn?
Yeah.
No.
Hermes.
I'm sorry.
I
Anyone
got
ever
one.
says Hermes, all I can think of is freaking Futurama.
Bender.
Yes! Bendertopolis?
Bender would be cool.
Yep.
Actually, it was Bender Rodriguez, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Bender Rodriguez. Yes!
Awesome.
That's what he gets.
Oh, here's one for a girl. Gobbledick.
Now you're just making shit up.
I am not. I have found it.
I'm sure.
From
Okay,
the
that's
people,
a C, but I think Gobbledick would be funnier.
from the people who brought you
Was it
Dixon Hand.
Gobblecock?
No, it was Cobbledyck.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Reading fail.
reading fail. All right, fine. I don't know. Out of that list, something like
Grimalkin.
just max power.
Oh, we already have willpower.
That is true.
We knew a Sherry power.
I still think max power would be better. Well, not. All right.
Oh, wait. How about Skittles?
Why do you want to put Skittles? Why do you want to name him after a candy? Might as well name him Hostess at that point.
That'd be a cat.
Hostess, the
Here,
cat?
Skittles.
Skittles the cat.
Oh, that too. Ooh. You can name after the cartoon Archer. Archer's kind of a badass name. Not only is it like, an archer, but it's also the cartoon, which is funny and awesome and badass at the same time. And it does sound like a kind of pretty cool name.
No, here's a cool name.
Dexter.
Go on. Denzel.
He's a minister, and it's on the news, so it's true. Tokyo sex whale.
Is it shopped?
No, it's a legit lower third.
Oh, like we can't fake those.
Even if they faked it, it's still an awesome name.
Tokyo Sex Whale?
You're welcome.
How about Hunter? Hunter's kind of...
Hunter sex whale?
Hunter Sex... How about Jagger?
I got the moves.
Is it Jaguar or Jaguar?
Got the moves like Jagger. Do 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 do.
What if you just named your kid Superman?
Been Batman?
It could be Batman. Whatever.
Superman Von Batman. Come
I'm
on.
pretty sure you're
Put
gonna
a
get
Von in there. Friggin' Iron Man Von Thor. Thor Von Iron Man. James T. Kirk. Has anyone ever named their kid Spock?
If people name their kids ESPN, I'm pretty sure there's several Spocks out there.
What about Manly von Hardpeck?
All right, there we go.
Yes.
Manly von Hardpeck.
Bob Johnson.
Bob Johnson. No.
I know a Bob Johnson.
Yes, you do.
No, seriously. There's someone where I work named Bob Johnson.
Ooh, how about Scar?
Slab Iron Fist.
Slab Iron Fist?
Crunch McBone Meal.
Yes, Crunch.
Can I name my kid Bullet?
Arms, muscles,
Sure.
McLarge Huge.
Do you
That's
still have
Biff
that list,
McLarge
Rob?
Huge.
What's that?
It's Biff McLarge Huge.
Oh, Biff McLarge Huge.
What was that, Jay?
Do you still have the list?
Somewhere.
That's helpful.
I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
All right. Well, do we?
No, Rob has to look for the list first, so let him just look for that quickly.
And meanwhile, the show is crazy interesting because we're googling stuff on our phones.
Speak for yourself. I'm using a tablet. I got awesome names for a
It's
cat.
entertaining. Nah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, you're looking for Mystery Science Theater, right?
That's what he's looking for.
Mystery Science Theater names list.
Good luck. I could never find it. I actually had to watch the entire thing and actually write down everything one by one. You'll find a few, but you won't find the entire list.
I got the video version of the entire list.
Well, that's almost it. I don't know. What do you think out of that list? Really, I mean, what was it? The McLarge Huge, not the McLarge Huge.
Buff McLarge Huge.
Buff McLarge Huge. Yeah.
Oh, Manly Von Big Balls.
Manly. Do you have to put the balls on there?
Yes.
Really?
You don't think that's going to get some ladies' attention when he gets older?
Not really, no.
No.
You all suck.
Beat Punch Beef. Big McLarge Huge. Blast Hard Cheese.
Blast hard.
Blast Thick Neck. Bob Johnson. Bold Big Flank. Bolt Vander Huge.
Do you have my
Brick
list?
Hard Meat.
Rip
Buff
Steak
Blank
Face.
Chest.
Hold on. Rob has the whole thing.
So do I. Buff Drink Socks.
Rip Slag Cheek.
Buff Hardback.
Punch Side Iron.
Butch Deadlift.
Gristle McThorn Body.
Chunkhead.
Buff
Head?
Drink Lots.
Crud McBone Meal.
Crunch Slam Chest.
Crunch Butt Steak.
Fist Rock Bone.
Dirk Hardpeck.
Stump Beef Knob.
Fist Rock Bone.
Smash Lamp Jaw.
Flint Iron Stag.
Butch Deadlift.
Fridge Large Meat.
Bold Big Flank.
Gristle McThorn Body.
Splint Chest Hair.
Lump Beef Broth.
Flint Iron Stag.
Hack Blowfist.
Bolt Vander Huge.
Yes, Bulk Vander Huge.
Punch Rock Groin.
Thick McRun Fast.
Punch Speed Chunk.
Blast Hard Cheese.
Punch Side Iron.
Roll Fizzle Beef.
Rip Steak Face.
I think we're out of these already. Touch Rust Rod.
Reef Blast Body.
Slab Squat Thrust.
Slate Fist Crunch.
Lump Beef Broth.
Slate Slab Rock.
Bob Johnson.
Smoke Man Muscle.
I think we've gone through them all, haven't we?
Stump Chunk Man.
How about Squat Dump?
Trunk Slam Chest.
Fridge Large Meat.
Whip Slag Cheek.
Punt Speed Chunk.
Okay, I think that's enough to choose from, don't you think?
Can I just call my kid Nintendo?
You can.
How about Nintendo?
How about Yoshi? Can I just name it after a dinosaur?
Mario
Actually,
Van
I think you'd be naming him after someone in Japan, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Yoshi.
Hey, I'm American. I'm naming it after a dinosaur.
Yoda Griswold.
Yoda.
Yoda.
Luke. All right, what do you think?
I could
Geek.
Nerd. I think Maximus Fist Punch.
I can't believe someone put that on an envelope.
What?
Just the one with all the blacked out stuff.
Dick Smasher X McIroncock.
Yes! Come
I'm gonna mail that to you, and I was gonna put your address and put that on the envelope. that would make my day if I saw that. All right, what do you think? We got to come up with the top three here before people change the channel too many more times. They're like, nothing else on stupid show naming off.
Well, I wish
still.
people had ideas for this and they can just send it.
Yeah, no, I'm still gonna go for Maximus Fist Puncher for the number one.
That's because it's yours and you like it.
Well, what else you got?
I don't know.
Gristle McThorn Body.
All right, Gristle McThornbite is pretty good. What about Doctor?
Only if it's Dr. Tran and Tran's the middle name.
Dr. Tran.
All right, so Dr. first name, Tran middle name.
That poor child. poor child.
Dr. Tran.
And he wouldn't even realize the reference until he was like 13.
Yeah,
poor
remember this thing called the internet?
Yeah, before we could just think with things with our minds.
Yeah, what else?
No, well, because Dr. Tran is an original. Let's do original. You want to do yours?
Maximus Fist Punch?
Yes.
Or Fist Puncher? Maximus Fist Puncher. I
just like Fist Punch better, though.
Maximus Fist Punch?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. It doesn't say what he's going to do to them, though.
That's the mystery of it all.
Ooh.
He's going to punch you, but you don't know where.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. What about...
What was the other good ones we had?
Oh, yeah. Iron Man Von Thor.
You just want to get a Von in there?
Yes, it's a Von, because Vons are awesome,
How
man.
about Iron Man Von Thorington?
All right, I'll go
Make
with
it a little
that.
elegant.
A little, yes, very elegant now. Iron Man Von Thorington. What else would be a badass baby name?
Sean freaking Connery.
Sean freaking Connery, yes, with the freaking. You need that. That's got to be number 3. All right. Well, if we got that, what can our honorable mentions be? Ooh, that's a tough one. How about Fighty McBitey?
Oh, that's the dumbest thing I've heard.
Fighty Iron Abs?
Lame.
How about Fist McThroat Punch?
How about a girl's name?
Girl's
Who
name?
cares about girls? We want boys to have kick-ass names.
That's true.
So is it Fisty McThroat Punch is okay?
Yeah, Fisty McThroat Punch. That's good. How about
Penis
one?
Von
All right, we need to get one girl name.
Haggis?
No.
Penis Von
How about
Lesbian.
Pat. Let's just go. The other honorable mention is Pat.
And Pat.
Just Pat.
Because, do you object?
Is that with just in front of it? Just
Wait,
Pat?
should it be just Pat? Should it name just?
Should
Oh,
be
absolutely.
Just what? Just Pat.
Just Pat.
Yes.
What's your name? Just Pat.
Just Pat.
That's it?
That's it.
Just Pat.
Just
Call
Pat.
me JP.
Just call me JP.
Yeah. All right. A couple more news stories, and then we'll do something.
We'll kill another 5 minutes and 100 of your brain cells.
Hey, cloud-based Coupa software makes programs to help businesses better account for employee spending. So who better to study field of study on expense accounts? Coupa's research is here to show that expense account padding is thriving in the digital economy. Their study of 500 office workers found that more than half, 54% of employees are expensing certain things without management approval, and another one-third, 33%, admit they've over-expensed an item, including personal items. More than two-thirds, 66% of employees have made quote-unquote risky purchases, including dinners, 38%, office supplies used at home, 23%, upgraded airline services, 22%, without first asking management for approval. Some have also expensed smartphones, clothing, and exercise equipment. Other findings include 16% have inflated the cost of taxi rides, 13% have accepted a refund for an already expensed item and not reported it, and 10% have expensed the same thing at more than one time.
Sinners.
I have done hundreds, well, not hundreds, but probably 70 expense reports. I've never padded an expense report. I don't know. I never saw any reason why. Usually, if you're on the road, you're usually getting quite a bit of per diem and overtime anyways. There's no need to...
When I still worked for Cablevision, they made me
Yep.
go down to Norwalk.
You're right.
I think I padded my mileage by like 0.8 of a mile. 'Cause it was
That's
like
not padding
it
it,
was
that's-
like 71.2, so I was
that's
just like
rounding.
72.
That's rounding because it's
Hey,
never
that's
that
a
far.
good 41 cents right there. I don't even know.
Whatever.
I just rounded up.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, hey, the Beatles open on Broadway tonight. No, wait, no, that's not it. Well, it's a new concert experience called Let It Be, Let It... Okay. Comes directly from a very successful run in London's West End. The show has been in previews, but tonight is the big night at St. James Theatre. A bunch of actor musicians play the Fab Four at various points in their career, and naturally the songs speak for themselves. Limited engagement ends on December 29th. Editor's note, okay, one big problem with this production, the actor playing Paul McCartney is a righty. Inexcusable! Yeah. Oh, by the way, I said to
How did
report
they
there was
oversight that one?
Friends reunion movie in the works. There was no Friends reunion movie in the works.
Yeah.
Sterling Kudrow told CNN there was never a Friends movie, ever.
Ever.
Hey, actor Peter Falk is getting a posthumous star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. How about that? Hey, a man in Brooksville, Florida was arrested for helping to put out a fire.
Yeah, take that.
Sort of. Cops thought it seemed suspicious when Joseph Brandon showed up moments after a blaze broke out at the local library. Even more suspicious, the guy was dressed in full firefighter gear, even though he's not a fireman. His behavior was so weird, they say they investigated and discovered it was Brennan that started the fire in the first place. Prosecutors think he set the fire just so he could play firefighter. Library blaze did a $500,000 in damage.
Don't laugh. There are firebugs out there.
Yeah, believe it. Ben Affleck is bound and determined not to raise another spoiled Hollywood princess. GossipCenter.com features photos of Mr. Jennifer Garner teaching their 7-year-old daughter Violet how to wash the windows on Dad's 1966 red Chevelle. There you go.
The car that could probably buy my house.
Pretty much. Hey, how about this?
Hey.
Speaking, we'll be flying in 97 days. I can still get you a fact. A
Yeah.
poll from this month's issue of Travel Leisure magazine found that the frequent flyers' least favorite seatmates, 7% said their least favorite seatmate was the nervous flyer, 28% hated the chatter, 31% blamed the armrest hog for terrible flights, but the most hated at 34% was...
This guy.
Hey, wait a minute. No, the new parent with a baby.
Yes. Oh my God.
Super fat people should have been somewhere on this list. Maybe that accounts for the armrest hog. I said super fat people.
Woohoo! I'm not super fat.
Do you have any superpowers?
Yes.
I have the power to be fat.
Hey, locals
That's
in
not
Cocoa
really a
Beach, Florida
superpower.
aren't thrilled with their neighbor's
Not to
makeshift
you.
nudist camp. That's all. Something about a nudist camp. Hey, and Huge Yakman is one of the annoying husbands that brings his work home. The Wolverine stud tells the British tabloid London Sun that he wears his signature costume in the sack with his wife, Deborah Lee Furness, and admits that they go through loads of sheets. Holy hell.
That sounds dirty and awesome at the same time.
TMI.
A stripper just won a
Error.
lawsuit against Nebraska police who confiscated over $1 million in $10,000 bundles tied with her hair ties after a routine traffic stop. Tara Mishra, 33, had stripped for 15 years in California and managed to save $1,074,000. So she gave the cash to friends to open a New Jersey nightclub. When those friends were pulled over in Nebraska, the cops suspected the money was tied to drugs and confiscated all the cash. This week, because police failed to find evidence of drug activity and since the canine search revealed only trace amounts of illegal drugs on the money, a judge found Mishra's story completely credible and ordered the cash had to be returned.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Uh,
Here's your hard-earned booby money.
Yep, and a guy in England set a new record by riding a jet-powered shopping cart at speeds of 45 miles an hour.
It's a start.
52-year-old Matt McCown attached a modified helicopter engine to the shopping cart.
And who wouldn't? I mean, come on.
Then stabilized it with go-kart wheels. Matt says, we've also put on an afterburner, which in theory could have taken the speed up to about 80 miles an hour, but it didn't work, so I'm disappointed. McCowan is now waiting for the Guinness Book to validate his attempt, although he needs no validation from us because, frankly, that is badass. Come on, I want a jet-powered shopping cart. That would be awesome.
Yeah, but knowing you would go and make one anyhow.
True.
No,
If
he'd
only
make
I
half
had a
of
jet
one.
engine.
Leave it to you. You'll go find one on eBay somewhere.
I know someone who has one.
Who?
Friend of mine.
Why do they have a jet engine?
Because he's involved in aviation.
That's probably a good
It's in
reason.
his basement.
He's got you there.
It's several hundred pounds. I want to mount it on something.
Like a shopping cart?
Better. Porta potty.
Dodge Neon.
No, not a porta potty. That would stink if something bad happened.
It would stink if nothing happened.
That's true, too.
Ha!
All right.
All right. Anyways, don't forget to visit our website, nsls.tv, our YouTube page, youtube.com/NSLSTV, twitter.com/NSLSTV, or our Facebook page, facebook.com/NSLSTV, or you can email us like no one ever does at
Why don't you like
Why
us?
don't you email us at nslstv@gmail.com?
True.
There you go.
Wait, do you ever check it? I don't.
I should.
800 emails waiting.
No, I think I do. I don't think we've got anything.
Now I'm sad again.
So
I had a glimmer of hope for like a
sad.
minute, and now I don't.
Yes.
Oh, well.
So, on that note, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show.
Because that means the show's over. And their brains can stop hurting.
Pretty much. So, Jay,
So, Brad,
what did you learn today?
I learned that the new ho-hos have nothing on the old ho-hos.
Are we talking about Hostess?
Okay.
That too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can get your hands on a box of native ho-hos as opposed to this new ho-ho,
Now, keep in mind, next week we're going to be testing Twinkies as well
if
as...
we can find them.
And the cupcakes. And the... ding-dongs. The witch is dead.
Should have tested the ho-hos and the ding-dongs at the same time.
Ow.
Well, I learned
I didn't ask you yet.
nothing at all.
Brad,
Yep.
what'd you learn?
Nope, too late now.
Not my fault.
I
you were
learned
pulsing.
Pat as a ficus is much more pleasant. I'm just saying. I too also
You
learned...
can break the news to him.
I too also learned that, well, at the very least, our accountants don't hurt as much.
And I can't figure out why.
I learned that my conception about how common certain blood types were was completely wrong. I didn't realize A positive was in fact that common. I knew O positive was, but I thought O negative was more common than it is at only 6 or something percent. So remember, go to redcrossblood.org or
Red Cross
1-800-RED Cross and donate blood. The life you're saving could be mine.
And we thank you in advance.
Yes,
We do definitely have to do the blood test thing.
We do.
We got to find that.
we'll find it online.
Oh, sweet.
Yes. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on ThinkGeek right now. I think you go off of ThinkGeek.
Probably.
Probably.
Did your little thing from another country ship yet?
It
Or
did. It's
is
my car.
Oh, it's here?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we can go look at that later.
No, I have to work tomorrow.
But
We can look at it at a later.
But.
What?
Oh, by the way, we have a midnight replay.
We do?
Yeah, we do.
What plays at midnight?
Our show
Oh.
mainly.
So that means if you could be watching me now from the future. Or the past.
Ooh, the future.
Wait, what if this is past me and I need to put out a cry for help?
There you go. See, you two for only $9.99 can have your own blood typing test.
So it'll actually type out my blood?
Yes, it will type out your blood.
I can have binary blood
Sure.
of one person.
One person,
And don't forget BYOB. BIOB.
bring your own blood.
Bring your own blood.
That's true.
I'm drunk.
How many?
Can I bring somebody else's?
Okay.
Where would you get it?
That's for me to know, for you to find out. Or not find out.
That's for me to know and us not to know. Wait, I'm confused. 6 out of 10. That's the news. Right. By the way,
And they're
where's
in
Doug?
stock.
Oh wait, he's on vacation, isn't he?
Where? Doug!
Doug.
I shake fist for Doug not being here.
Shenanigans.
Right?
Oh well.
Haha, and you can't shake fist back.
That's true. He's shaking his fist at Stevie right now.
Yeah,
Right,
but I
Doug?
have no proof. Haha! Even Rob shook fist. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm
Tell
gonna
me.
put in a shameless plug for the Simsbury Flying the Car Show.
Do it. You got 3 minutes.
I do. You want to go to see something cool?
I do, actually.
Well, September 15th at Simsbury Airport.
Where's that?
The Simsbury Airport is on 95 Wolcott Road,
And what's
off
happening?
Route 10 in Simsbury, Connecticut. There's going to be a flying and car show. So there's going to be like 100 and some odd aircraft and like 600 show cars and kiddie activities.
And we'll be there.
And we'll be there. And you were there. And you were there. And you were there.
And Ficus
and
was
you
there.
were there. And you were there. And you were there.
Rain
and there'll be kids'
date
activities
is.
the 22nd.
And if the possibility exists that if it is on the rain date?
We might have something really cool that I can't announce yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you told me in secrecy, which I cannot tell.
It's true.
anyone.
But yeah, no, it'll be real cool. There'll be kids' activities. There'll be like formation flying demos,
There might be a hang glider.
maybe. And there will
balloon.
be like cool engines running.
The Remax balloon.
There'll be the Remax balloon will be there.
That's cool. You get to go up
and
and then you
down.
go down.
And then up. Oh, there'll be a bouncy house. Don't forget the bouncy house.
You don't let me play in the bouncy house.
A bunch of cool vendors. Oh, don't forget the good food. We're going to have pulled pork this year.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I love pulled pork.
But all proceeds go to the Simsbury Airport.
Basically-
for future flyers of America.
Basically, what it does is it keeps the airport open. Quite literally, that event keeps the airport open. The airport doesn't receive any local, state, or federal funding
Nope.
at all. None. The fly-in is actually what keeps it open. So, parking's $5 and admission is whatever you want to donate.
Down from last year.
It's true.
So that means it's even more awesome because you can pay less to have the same amount of fun.
But we appreciate if you donate more because it keeps the airport open.
And that makes people happy.
And the airport open.
And you can meet us in person, not just TV us. You can meet like real
why
life
do you
us.
want to drive them off like that? It's not very
It was
nice.
meant for like them to come see us.
Oh, well that...